What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Teen Mom 2 star Chelsea Houska's best friend Brittnee has finally divorced her allegedly pedo husband after 3 years. You guys, thesun.com has exclusively broken the story. If you recall, back in 2017, Brittnee's husband Alex was arrested for allegedly attempting to entice a 14-year-old child to meet him in a hotel room to sleep together after she was done school. Oh my God, my skin just crawls hearing these stories, you guys. He was only sentenced to 6 months in jail from this, which you guys, of course, know I think is a very, very weak punishment for what he was attempting to do. Of course, it's illegal, but I feel like people like this should just be castrated and thrown over into the ocean to figure it out for themselves how they're going to survive that. He also has to complete 240 hours of community service, and he's on 5 years of probation, and he's also listed on the South Dakota Offender Registry, which again is an attempt, but is entirely way too lenient of a sentencing for him. His soon-to-be ex-wife Brittnee immediately stopped posting on Instagram after he was arrested in 2017. Guys, remember, this was only 1 year into their marriage, and she was pregnant at the time that he was doing all of this. The way the situation happened with the 14-year-old, well, it was an undercover cop, of course, pretending to be 14, was that he posted an ad on Craigslist or something like that saying, hey, businessman in town looking for like a woman or a couple, and then this undercover cop wrote, oh, like, I'm 14, is that okay? He goes, it's so long as you're not a cop, it's okay. And then they sent photos of themselves to one another, and then he asked this alleged 14-year-old, who he believed was 14, for quote unquote sexy pictures of herself, and then made offers to pick her up after school. And then when he arrived to meet up with the girl, it was actually a police officer, and Boo Boo the fool over here actually admitted to the cops, knowing that he has the right to remain silent, that he was attempting to meet up with a 14-year-old to sleep with her. Brittnee used to always appear on Teen Mom 2 as Chelsea's best friend, but of course, after this scandal broke out, she stopped appearing. I don't blame her. After your husband humiliates you, your family like that, you just don't want anything to do with it. So she just stepped away from the show. She even stopped posting on Instagram, and she only recently resurfaced per The Sun now that she's filed for divorce from her man. She filed in February of 2020, but I'm wondering what the heck took her so long to file for that damn divorce, because I was like, okay, is there like kind of minimum that you have to be separated for? And I'm on all these like South Dakota websites trying to figure it out, and I'm not seeing anything like that. In fact, I'm seeing that South Dakota allows for no fault based divorces based on a variety of criteria. So, you know, one of which was adultery, which she very obviously could have done for him allegedly attempting to go behind her back to sleep with a 14-year-old. So based on that, I'm kind of thinking, did she stay with this man to try and work it out with him all these years, knowing that he is what one would reasonably call a pedo? I'm genuinely confused. My jaw is genuinely on the floor that this woman may have tried to work it out with this man for an additional 3 years after he tried to allegedly sleep with a child behind her back while she was pregnant. You know, whether or not she was pregnant, it doesn't matter. Just the fact that he tried to allegedly do this is enough for me to be like, I don't want to see you again. I don't even trust you around the child we have together. It's all just so freaking weird. Speaking of the child they have together, Alex is not allowed to have any form of unsupervised contact with minors under the age of 18, with the exception of their own child, which again, I think is too lenient. Someone like this, it should be like around the board. I don't know that he is safe to have around their own child. Like, anyone who can do this obviously is just not well, you know? Yeah, but just thought I would give you guys an update on that, because I remember covering the story when it initially broke, and I think, you know, people are kind of wondering like whatever happened with that story. This is your update. Brittnee finally decided to divorce this man 3 years later. I'm not seeing anything online as a reason, like administrative reason why it would have taken her this long, so I'm only going to assume she tried to work it out with him for whatever reason after this. Leave it at that, you guys. What do you think about the situation? Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.